Slow West is about a young boy.
Jay Cavendish, living in Scotland.
He's from a sort of aristocratic Scottish family.
He then finds a woman named Rose, who he falls in love with, and she ends up, unfortunately, fleeing to Colorado.
And he travels on his own to the Wild West to seek his love that's gone out there.
We kind of jump into his journey halfway, where he's then met with a mysterious traveller named Silas, who helps him upon his journey through the Western world to find Rose, his love.
This was an idea of a young dreamer, and that we should find a young actor to do that.
Kodi did amazing, because it's quite a hard thing to capture, actually, especially when he's the age of the guy, to sort of know that feeling and to capture kind of being so wrong for a place but not knowing it, and naive but yet sort of clever, knowledgeable, and not a doofus, not like someone that you kind of, not a fool really. I think much more of a dreamer really.
You have the character of Silas, who's almost kind of dead inside. He's sort of dulled all of his sort of emotional self, and is kind of, because what served him best is to be on his own. Therefore, he's not responsible for anybody. Therefore, nobody can really trip him up.
But as it goes on, I think due to Jay's father passed away at a young age, I think he almost, subconsciously fits in that area, and he fills that space, and I think they have a really great, beautiful relationship by the end of it.
We're dealing with a story about very much the land that we're in. America is very much a character in this piece as well. The harsh reality of the Wild West and heading beyond where the train line sort of ends, and what sort of characters are out there. And Silas manipulates that territory very well, and he can survive very well from what he's given around him in terms of hunting and providing for himself. And Jay is hopeless, and so the two of them get together and in a way sort of depend on one another.
Ben Mendelsohn is a character on screen and off screen, but it's all in good taste. He's such a gentleman, and he's just like if I could explain it, just a pure human art.
I play a guy called Payne, and Payne is, we don't know a lot about him. We see him following our two hero boys.
He was very, very, very high up on the list, if not number one choice, and I met him in London and just immediately warmed to him.
I knew Michael Fassbender was involved, and I knew Kodi was involved, and it seemed like a pretty good ship to board.
He's just great, sort of really, really intuitive and intelligent, and funny, very funny.
It's the writing really which attracted me to Slow West. I know I met with John Maclean, who's the writer-director of it, and I really, I just loved where he was sort of coming from, and the feel that he had and the way he talked about it.
I think it's just something that, it's a good adventure and something to explore, and a very meaningful, heartfelt story about a boy and, a traveller. It's really great.